Hello, my name is Nick Kringus, and today I'd like to talk to you about Unique Article Wizard and what it can do for you and your website. So right here we have the sales letter taken from the uniquearticlewizard.com main website. This doesn't come up often, actually. It comes up every once in a while. I guess you split testing. The sales video is what you see most of the time, and sometimes you do get this text version. But I like this better because it gives us more information about the product and what it can do for us. So I'm not going to read everything, but I want to go through the main points of this sales letter and show you what it can do for you and if Unique Article Wizard is for you. Okay, so who's this for? Whether you're selling a product, promoting affiliate programs, or displaying AdSense or other advertising, the one thing that you need is traffic and loads of it. Let me show you how you can get it. I like to add also small businesses because I've used this for some local clients with success. Okay. You'll be amazed at just how simple and easy it is to get your website to the first page on Google and to find and attract valuable visitors to your site. It works for any and every type of online business. It used to be easy in the old days of the internet to get ranked and make money, is what he's saying. But now with over 8 trillion websites and with so much competition, how on earth are your potential customers ever going to find you? So that's the question he was asking himself a couple of years ago. He had just launched a new ebook plus a whole raft of AdSense sites. Now all he had to do was drive traffic to them. He tried everything. He did multi-level start page and exit page rotators, submitted his site to hordes of search engines, went on forums, bought classified ads. He tried safe lists, bought dozens of traffic courses, read every word that the gurus taught, optimized his page for keyword density and a dozen other search engine factors. And after that, he got nothing, no traffic at all. The one thing that did work was pay-per-click advertising for his niche product, but that was of no use for his AdSense sites. And despite all his tweaking and testing, it simply didn't provide the traffic that he wanted. This is another problem that he ran into when Yahoo changed their algorithm. His traffic went from up here, as you can see in this diagram, to practically nothing the following month. Relying on short-lived and risky SEO tactics puts your website at risk. Read on to discover the only safe way to drive traffic to your site. So then he discovered a remarkable, simple strategy that produced staggering results and has been working continuously since the day the web was invented. So don't dismiss the strategy. Before we get into the strategy, don't dismiss it because it's so simple. The fact that this strategy is more reliable than any other strategy on the internet, use it consistently and you're guaranteed to succeed. When I reveal the strategy, you may say to yourself, oh well, I know all about that. But this takes it to a whole new level of simplicity and power that could never have dreamed of, that you could never have dreamed of before. So why does this strategy work so well? Because it does all four of these. It establishes you as the expert in your niche. All of that content that is all over the web is pure honey for the search engines. Like bees, they swarm to it. All the more so since it is all unique content. Okay? Not only is there all that unique content, but in there are links correctly formatted that point back to your website. By correctly formatted, he means with anchor text. And if you buy Unique Article Wizard through my affiliate link and I make a commission, you may come back and claim your bonus that I created for you, which is a video. One of the bonuses is a video that explains to you how to safely use anchor text, post Panda and post Penguin, the two updates that Google came out with, so that you can stay safe, because no longer can you just put the anchor text as what your targeted keyword is and just do it over and over again. Now you have to alternate that. And well, I've been preaching this for years, but a lot of people were abusing this little anchor text strategy. So when he says correctly formatted links, that means with anchor text. But I want to tell you that it's important that you use with and without anchor text. So all that unique content has links pointing back to your website, not one or two, but hundreds of links. And over time, not hundreds, but thousands and tens of thousands. Thousands of targeted links on themed content pages tells the search engine that your site is the authority on this particular niche, especially when these links are coming from sites that the search engines have already rated as authority sites. So seeing you at number one in the rankings when you get there, because of this strategy, are even more, your visitors and people that see you there are even more convinced that you are the expert that will solve their problem. Okay? Think that's impossible? He did it for his own site. Check out uniquearticlewizard.com, which ranks for the highly competitive term unique articles. It has over 26 million competing sites. Nothing to sneeze at, and he is number one overall. All done exclusively by article submission. By using this strategy, you actually end up hijacking visitors from quality sites that have spent time and money getting those visitors. They go to the authority site, read your content, click on the link, and bam, they are on your site earning you money. And with respect to Google, you also get some of their page rank. How sweet is that? Sounds fantastic, but how do I actually do that? Step one, write an article about your niche. But don't just write any article, and this is important, and this is why I respect Dr. Neil Swanson and Unique Article Wizard, because they don't like to put out gibberish. Write something that provides value. One of the most effective tactics, and this is just a little hint and strategy that he teaches. One of the most effective tactics is to do an article along the lines of "Don't buy X unless you meet these criteria," in which you spell out all the features they should be looking for in a product, which just so happens to match exactly the features of the product you are selling. If your niche is golf shoes, then you might, for example, write an article on how to find the perfect golf shoe. Now you can't actually put a link to your site inside the body of the article, as most article publishers will just remove it. But what you can do, indeed, are expected to do, is to put a resource box at the end of the article with a link to your site. So this is an example of the resource box that you can create for your articles that are accepted by these article directories. So about the author, Joe Smith has specialized in golfing accessories for the past 5 years and has produced a free report that exposes the underhand techniques golf shoe companies use to sell you sub-quality merchandise. Don't be caught out. Get you free report, I guess that's a misspelling, on golf shoes now. You have full permission to reprint this article provided this box is kept unchanged. So right here in this example, golf shoes and golfing accessories will be linked back to Joe Smith's website. Okay, step 2. Submit that article to all the top article directories, announcement lists, and e-zine publishers. They will grab it and either publish it on the web or send it out to their e-zine to their thousands of subscribers. Then other webmasters and e-zine publishers will see it, and they too will pick it up and publish it. And on it goes, first hundreds and thousands of copies of your article all over the web, driving hordes of qualified buyers right to your website. Step 3, repeat. In fact, the best strategy to do this is to do this once per week for every website you own. The results actually become exponential as the more they see your name in print, the more credible you become, and the more likely it is that your other publishers will pick up your articles and reprint them. In fact, quite frequently I have had people contact me asking for permission to print my articles offline in their magazine, a real paper and ink magazine. How cool is that? Talk about free publicity. Of course, I said yes each time. By doing this, by the end of the year, you will have tens and maybe hundreds of thousands of qualified, genuine one-way links to your site. Plus, all those different articles will show up for all sorts of long-tail searches, i.e. people typing 3 or more words into search engines. You will start to receive traffic from all sorts of places you never previously knew about. So since this is a post-Panda and Penguin world, I want to just say that a few caveats and a few things that I'd like to say about what he's saying here. After Panda and Penguin, the article directories themselves are not showing up in the top 10 of Google as much. because people were spamming and abusing these article directories so much that one of the major updates that Google made was to not feature these article directories in their results, highly in the results. They're still indexed, and therefore their links and these links that you'll be creating with these article directories still count for your rankings. But don't expect your article to be ranked in the top 10 of Google. It just doesn't happen as often these days. Okay, so we got cut off there for a second, but I'm back. So don't expect these article directory articles to get ranked, like he's saying here, because it just won't happen. The links are still counted and still work, in my opinion, and other professional internet marketers' opinion. Unique Article Wizard links still work in getting your website ranked highly in Google, but don't expect the articles themselves to rank like in the past. Okay. Excuse me one second as I get my place here. So, reader questions. Hold on just a minute. I can't write to save my life. So if you're thinking that you can't write articles or you're not a good writer, so you can't use Unique Article Wizard, that's where I think you're wrong or mistaken. Don't worry, in the free e-course you just signed up to, so he provides an e-course on article marketing, which is very good. I take you by the hand and show you how simple it is to create a fantastic article in just minutes. And if that still sounds too hard, I show you where you can get articles written for you. It costs much less than you think. So this is the tactic that I use. When I first start a website, I like to write a killer article, something that Mike Long of Bring the Fresh calls one article to rule them all. I like to write an article that's extremely useful, pretty long, and I know that will get picked up and syndicated by people because they find so much value in it. So I do that at first when I'm first getting a site up and running. But after that, I use something called leading articles, which provides content and then spun versions of that content, which you'll need inside Unique Article Wizard, which we'll get to in a few minutes on how they provide and how they syndicate unique content. But I use leading articles. It works out to about $5 per article. I'm on the $77 a month plan, which gives me, I believe it is 15 articles, and they're human written, not computer generated. So they're readable and they're of good quality. So that's what I use if you're not a good writer. But really, you don't have to be a great writer. Especially in this case, I use this for links. I'm not using this to get my name out there, or nor do I think you should. Because frankly, I use a ton of different author names and pen names inside of Unique Article Wizard so that it doesn't look to Google as though I'm self-promoting my own websites. Because I think there's nothing worse, and for them anyway, and for their rankings, I just have a firm belief that they don't rank you as well if you're doing all sorts of self-promotion, as opposed to other people or pen names talking about you and your website. Okay? So where do I submit these articles? Just do a search on Google for article directories. So this is before he introduces Unique Article Wizard. What he's saying is, so you get the content written, you can get articles written, or write them yourself, and then where do you submit them? You submit them to article directories and e-zine publishers, and you will find literally hundreds of places to send your article. Just visit each one, fill in the form to register your account, then fill in their submission form, select the appropriate categories, and then it says, you cannot be serious, that would take me days. Well, yes, you are right. So this is where his Unique Article Wizard is the solution, which I think it is. So the alternative is to use an article submission service. There are a number of them on the web. Okay, so I've heard this all before. I can hear you saying, but I guarantee you haven't heard something like this or the way that Unique Article Wizard is made and the way that it syndicates your content. And article marketing has worked since the beginning of the internet. In fact, it has worked since before the internet. Only back then you would have submitted your article to various newspapers or magazines for publication. Excuse me. Get disoriented there. Here we are. And it will continue to work because it is based on sound principles, not on the latest fad or gimmick. It is time to put this strategy on steroids. The article writing is fine. The problem comes with the article submissions. You see, when you were submitting your article to newspapers, it didn't matter if several of them printed the same article. They were all in different towns anyway. So who cared that they were all the same? But on the internet, it is different. On the internet, it is about providing unique quality content. And that is where all the submission services fall down. Every one of them sends out the same article all over the place. Yes, initially the search engines pick them up, but then with time they sort through them and find they're all the same. They still remain indexed, but their value diminishes. They show up in the search engines less, and their links back to you count for less. So let me just add something here. Yes, there are other services that submit your article, spun article, but the best thing I think about Unique Article Wizard is the way that they spin your article, which we'll get into in a little while as well. They don't just take words and submit and alternate words within a paragraph. It's all human readable stuff. It doesn't look like as if a machine spun and created the article, which is fantastic. Okay, moving on. Many of them restrict how many author names you can use. Other services, many of them restrict how many author names you can use. And this comes into play with my strategy because I like to use a lot of different pen names to make it look as if other people are talking about me and my website as the authority. They submit to only a limited number of directories or announcement groups. Many of them require you to register an account with each directory. So that takes forever. Did I mention that they all send out duplicate content everywhere? So after hunting down dozens of such services and finding none of that met my needs, I was finally forced to create my own. So Dr. Neil Swanson created Unique Article Wizard. So he says here that he kept it quiet and he was just using it for his own sites. And a friend of his named Frank Garin talked him into, persuaded him to providing the service for others. Announcing my secret stealth service that puts article submissions onto steroids. Okay, one testimonial or what some internet marketers are saying about the service, and I'll get into those these things here on another video under the page on this website or on my Unique Article Wizard reviews.com if you're not there right now, where I highlight who uses Unique Article Wizard and what they're saying about it. Okay, so what exactly does the Unique Article Wizard do? It submits a different unique article to every directory, e-zine publisher, announcement group, and niche website. No other service does this. So usually I'll just go through each point just briefly, but this one is kind of big. This one talks about how it spins the content. How does it produce the unique articles? I'm sorry, I cannot reveal that here, as it is a trade secret. In fact, you will need to sign a non-disclosure agreement when you join so that we can keep this to ourselves. You need to know, however, that it does not use synonym substitution like so many so-called unique content creators use. I have looked into those too and found that they either produce absolute rubbish that no human would read for more than about 2 seconds, or else they take hours per article to set up. Unique Article Wizard does require you to make some adjustments to each article. On average, it takes about 30 minutes to do this. So then it provides completely readable, human-written, unique articles. Unique Article Wizard will not hash up your lovely article into unreadable gibberish or garbage. So here we are back to, it doesn't use the best spinner, which is a tool to spin content and make it unique. And a lot of other services use such spinning tools. This one allows you or forces you to go in and do it by hand a little bit. And I can't really get into how it does that because I signed one of those non-disclosure or non-disclosure? Yes, non-disclosure agreements. But just know that it's readable, it's unique, and it's high quality. Okay, number 2. It is simplicity itself to use. So the tool is simple to use, which it is. I can vouch for that. It submits to hundreds of top article directories. It also submits your article to my own network of dozens of niche websites. And he actually says that this is not too impressive and not as impressive as it sounds, because a lot of those websites won't match your topic, but they do count for links. You have the option of setting up staggered submission and spread out your submission over days or even weeks, which is fantastic because you don't want to send hundreds of links to a website overnight or to a new website, so you want to spread them out over time. Over 30 days, let's say, over 14 days. You can even preload your article with multiple articles. You can even preload your account with multiple articles and then set future dates for their submissions. So you can set this thing up to be working for you for months, even years down the road. It allows you to use as many pseudonyms as you'd like. As I said before, I like this because I don't like to use my own name as if I'm self-promoting my own sites. It provides a simple control panel that keeps all your articles organized so that you know which articles have gone out for which domains. Number 9, it will submit your articles to your own blog using one of our UAW plugins. I don't use this personally, especially for my money site, because I like to keep only unique, fresh content that I write and is found nowhere else, literally. Not spun anything, just one place on the internet. Those articles I save for my own site and blog. But if I was to set up sites that were only there to feed my money site with links, it might be a good strategy to put the UAW plugin on there because I do that manually anyway. Number 10, this one was canceled out. They don't provide this anymore after Panda or Penguin for the security of their network. Unique Article Wizard was untouched as a blog network in Panda and Penguin because it's not a blog network. It sends your content out to article directories and to other websites that have requested your content. These are not all owned. These sites are not owned by Unique Article Wizard, which makes it different and was not targeted by Panda or Penguin. But they don't show you the links anymore where your articles are found. So that's one downside, but they need to preserve and protect their network, so I understand. Because what people would do, and frankly what I would do, is I would take that list of links that was pointing back to my website, and then I would throw links at those links, making them even more powerful. But people can obviously abuse that, so they took it down. And anybody from Google can open an account and see this is where everybody's, these are all the sites that are getting Unique Article Wizard content. So, an extra little twist. And before we go on any further, I think Unique Article Wizard is a white hat tool because it provides, and the way I use it anyway, and the way that I say to use it, is it provides content that is valuable to its readers, is unique, and the search engines love. So I think it's a white hat tool, not like a spam tool like a lot of other tools out there that just post gibberish all over the web. These articles are actually meant for people to read and to click on the link. So I think that it's perfectly okay to use. With that said, any SEO and any time you try to get your site ranked higher in Google, it's technically against their terms of service. If you didn't know that, you should, because it is. It says right in their missions, not in their mission statement, right in their terms of service, that you cannot manipulate their results. They want you to focus on your website and your website only. But then, how would we ever get any visitors to our site? So, Unique Article Wizard is a white hat tool. But when I say things like they took down these links so that Google wouldn't find out where you're posting your article and shut that network down, I think it's more so people wouldn't spam and throw links at those links. But also, it's tough times in SEO, and Google's after SEOs. So they took those down. An extra little twist. Each unique version that goes out can also carry a link that enables people to get their own unique version of that article. So it makes it viral. If people like your article, if you provide a unique and very valuable article, people that read that can decide to post a unique version of that article on their website. On top of all that, your article also goes out as an RSS feed to countless websites that use RSS technology to provide content on their web pages. Okay, will it make you rich overnight? No, of course not. But it will do this. Within 48 hours, your article will start to be indexed by Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Within 4 to 5 days, typically, your website itself will be indexed by Google because the spider goes along, tracks those links all the way back to your site and indexes your website. Within 1 to 3 weeks, you will typically have 50 to 200 instances of your article. That means 100 to 400 backlinks to your site, indexed by Google, Yahoo, and Bing. This is getting exciting because you can get hundreds. You can see how you can get hundreds of backlinks right away and more over time. In the following weeks and months, that number will continue to grow. How much depends on the quality of your article as well as the niche that it serves. So this again I crossed out. As all these different unique versions of your article get listed in the search engines, they will start to appear in the results for all sorts of long tail searches. I just don't see that happening anymore. I don't see the actual articles ranking anymore because people were abusing it and they just don't get ranked that much. The links still count, but they don't get ranked. As your name or your pseudonym spreads across the internet, you'll be building a reputation for yourself as the obvious expert. This is fine if you're promoting one website and you feel okay about you being the author, sending links back to your own website. But I believe that it's better to have other people talking about you, so use pseudonyms. Me personally, I'm doing this for search engine rankings, not for people to click on the links. Although I do want it to be readable because I believe Google is getting very good at seeing what's written by humans, what's readable and valuable to its readers, because that's the business they're in. They don't want people landing on a result that they recommend as the authority, and then that's filled with computer-generated gibberish. Okay, so they will be good articles, but use pseudonyms. More visitors plus more credibility equals more sales and more profit. This, I believe, is the unique selling proposition of Unique Article Wizard. Unique Article Wizard simply outclasses every other article submission service. More article submissions to more places using unique content. I believe this is true. Highest quality content, very unique, all counted by Google, tons of links, autopilot, does everything for you. Fantastic. Powerful tool. No more need for expensive search engine optimization. See, I don't just rely on article marketing article links. So I don't exactly believe that this is true. Yeah, you don't have to go and pay somebody $1,500 per month because now you have one tool that you can use in your arsenal to do this yourself, do SEO yourself. But I don't think this should be the only tool. There are other things that you should be doing, not just article marketing. But this is definitely one tool that you do need in your arsenal. No need for dangerous blackout tactics. This is probably true. No need to buy text links. Just one article a week. It's that simple. Okay, membership is just $67 per month to the Unique Article Wizard. A couple of free bonuses. I'm not even sure if they still offer those. A couple of courses and things. That's incredible, but I'm nervous about buying online. I put a question mark here because I just don't think that's relevant these days. Do you still have qualms about buying online? I don't. I'm not sure who would. Anyway, so this is Dr. Neil Swanson's guarantee. Okay. If at any time in the first month you are not bowled over, I never heard that before, by the results you are getting, simply email me and I will give you a full refund, no questions asked. Okay, down here, moving on. Note, to ensure the integrity of our service, we do manually review all articles that are submitted. This system works only if you send out genuine, quality articles, not blatant advertising. Therefore, to protect this for all of our members, inappropriate articles will not be distributed. This includes adult-themed articles and also ones on gambling and casinos. If you think you can use this service to spam article directories, you will be sorely disappointed. So that's a nice warning to show that this service only cares about and distributes quality content, even though it's unique each and every time. Not something that most internet marketers are used to when they use spinner tools. Okay, and last but not least, a small little fine print note here, asterisk. The testimonials and examples used are exceptional results, which do not apply to the average purchaser, and they're not intended to represent or guarantee that anyone will achieve the same or similar results. Each individual's success depends on his or her background, dedication, desire, and motivation. I think this is important because people are always looking for shortcuts and get-rich-quick schemes. But here, you're going to actually have to do some work. At least putting in articles that you buy from people that write them for you into the system, or having someone do them for you, even entering them and hitting submit. You will have to at least do that. And he suggests once per week per website is all you need, and you'll be guaranteed success in the search engines. So click on the affiliate link below this video, head over to uniquearticlewizard.com and try it out today, risk-free for 30 days. You'll be glad you did. And then come back with your purchase receipt and find me on this website and claim your Unique Article Wizard bonus, where I film more videos and I want to say case studies, but I don't exactly remember. I think I just show you how I use Unique Article Wizard, but you'll find out more information about the bonus on the Unique Article Wizard bonus page on this website. So this has been Nick Ringus. Hope you enjoyed this review of Unique Article Wizard and reading through the sales letter for you and highlighting some points. Over and out to page 1 and beyond.